Undoubtedly, Iran is a country of contrasts, combining a thousand-year-old Persian history, uniting ancient traditions and modern challenges. Iran, with a population of 93 million people, with mountains that occupy more than half of the territory, produces not only oil and gas, but also implements advanced developments. Tourists are attracted by this incredible country, with a rich history. One of the main attractions of Iran is the largest adobe fortress in the world, Bam, located on the Great Silk Road. The fortress could repel any attacks and withstand long sieges. Inside Bam there were gardens, fields, wells, and irrigation systems, which had a positive effect on the autonomy of life. The peak of prosperity and intensity of use fell on the 7th to 11th centuries, and it was used by the Achaemenid kings, the Parthians, and the Sassanids as a strategic defensive hub against raids by nomads, robbers, and invading armies. The citadel has one gate, 38 watchtowers, and powerful high walls. Shazdeh Garden has an area of 5.5 hectares. It was founded around 1850 under Prince Muhammad Qajar, an Iranian statesman and military figure. This garden was created in a particularly arid semi-desert climate, using innovative irrigation methods. Beneath the park, there is an extensive system of underground qanats, subterranean channels, that deliver water from the heights of Mount Tigran. Then, the water from the qanat enters a special reservoir in the upper part of the park, and from there flows downward, irrigating the bright and lush vegetation of the garden. Iran has about 20 major commercial, oil, and petrochemical ports, as well as more than 70 small commercial and fishing ports. The main maritime gateway is the port of Bandar Abbas in the south in the Gulf of Oman. According to some estimates, the total maritime trade turnover exceeds $109 billion. Iran exports a wide range of products through its seaports: petroleum products, petrochemicals, vegetables, fruits, metals, construction materials, as well as chemical products and more. The small cozy village of Palangan on the mountainside is one of the oldest Kurdish villages, located in the Kurdistan province. This settlement was founded back in pre-Islamic times. At a distance of about 1 kilometer, there are ruins of a fortress, gardens, mosques, bridges, and unusual burials. But even the locals themselves do not know who owned these lands. Iranians often call Palangan a village of stairs due to its unique architectural style, where the roof of one house serves as a courtyard for another. The sandy salt desert of Lut in the southeast of Iran regularly holds records for the highest surface temperature on Earth, recorded by NASA satellites. In 2005, an absolute maximum temperature on Earth was recorded in the desert, plus 70.7 degrees Celsius. Lut has a length of 550 kilometers and a width of up to 200 kilometers. It is impossible to live in the central part of the desert, but on the outskirts or in oases, there are temporary camps, and tourists are offered both one-day trips and multi-day expeditions with overnight stays in the desert. Hormuz Island, with an area of 42 square kilometers, located 8 kilometers off the coast of Iran, in the northern part of the Strait of Hormuz, amazes with its surreal landscapes. Layers of volcanic rocks, salts, and minerals shimmer in all colors, creating the effect of a real rainbow planet. The history of the island is extremely rich. After the Arab conquest, Hormuz was a major trading center where indigo, grain, and spices were sold. Until 1200, the island controlled trade with India and China, and even the Venetian merchant and traveler Marco Polo visited it. The city of Tabriz is often called the second capital of Iran for several key historical, political, and economic reasons. Throughout its history, it has repeatedly been the capital of various states, as well as the capital of the Mongol Ilkhanid dynasty and the Turkic Kara Koyunlu. Currently, Tabriz is an important center of heavy industry, automobile manufacturing, petrochemicals, and trade. The population of the city is approximately 1.7 million people. According to many estimates, Tabriz is considered one of the safest and cleanest cities in Iran, where there are practically no beggars. Lake Urmia in Iran is the largest salt lake in the Middle East, unique for its water density similar to the Dead Sea. The area of Urmia is approximately 5,800 square kilometers. The maximum depth is 15 meters. The mud and water of the lake are lechebnemi for rheumatic and skin diseases. At present, Urmia is in a stage of disappearance due to drought and dam construction. In the case of complete drying of the lake, about 10 billion tons of salt will remain in its place. "520 years before our era, and for more than 200 years, the city of Persepolis was the capital of ancient Persia, the most ancient civilization and a powerful empire known for its rich culture, art, and developed system of governance. It was a true palace city with huge stone buildings and temples. The most famous building of the city was the Apadana Palace, whose vault was supported by 72 columns. In 330 before our era, the city was captured by the troops of Alexander the Great, after which Persepolis was burned and was never restored again. One of the most important archaeological monuments of Iran is Naqsh-e Rostam, 4 tombs of the kings of the Achaemenid dynasty. The sanctuary is carved into the rock in the shape of crosses at a significant height from the foot of the hills. For modern Iran, Naqsh-e Rostam is a bridge between the glorious past and the present, a place of power and cultural pride. The complex also emphasizes the greatness and military power of the Persian kings, who actively conquered lands, creating one of the most extensive empires in ancient history. Excavations show that human settlement on the site of modern Tehran existed already in the 6th millennium before our era. At present, the capital of Iran is a multi-million metropolis, combining strict Islamic traditions and modern life, with a population of more than 13 million inhabitants. One of the attractions of the city is a television tower with a height of 435 meters. Tehran is not only the main educational center of the country, with a large number of universities, but also the largest industrial center, where automobile assembly, military, petrochemical, and food factories are concentrated. The construction and opening of Azadi Tower, the main symbol of Tehran, took place in 1971. The height of the tower is 45 meters. It is built of Isfahan white marble and consists of 8,000 stone blocks. The key symbols of Azadi Tower include independence and freedom, the connection of eras, the history of a great past, and cultural code. The tower is located at the entrance to Tehran and is often perceived as a welcoming sign for guests, and the second name of the structure is Gateway to the City. The Si-o-se-pol bridge, built in 1602, was intended to connect the historical center of Isfahan with the new Armenian quarter of New Julfa. The foundation and lower tier are made of limestone, which ensures the strength of the supports, and the upper part is made of yellow brick. The length of the crossing is about 298 meters. The width is 14 meters. Si-o-se-pol is still one of the most popular and beautiful places in Isfahan, especially in the evening, and this engineering wonder also demonstrates the refinement of Persian architecture. Sayed Mosque is an active architectural gem of Iran. where aesthetics and spirituality merge into a single whole. The main feature of the mosque is its incredible decoration. The walls and vaults are adorned with glazed tiles and mosaics that create a mesmerizing play of color and light. For centuries and in the present time, the mosque has played the role of an important spiritual and educational center. Sayed is open daily and operates around the clock. Ali Qapu Palace in Isfahan was built in the 17th century to receive high-ranking guests by order of Shah Abbas I. Ali Qapu Palace is not only a historical heritage, but a true treasure of Persia, embodying cultural and political history. It is also considered a center of tourism in Iran, attracting most foreign and domestic tourists. The rocky settlement of Kandovan is located in the northwest of the country and was founded more than 700 years ago by settlers fleeing from Mongol Tatar invaders. Many houses, streets, and staircases in Kandovan are carved into the rock. Each house is essentially a cave with a door and windows. The village has a school, a hotel, cafes, and small shops that sell fruits, honey, jajim, carpets, and other souvenirs. The population of the unique village is about 1,000 people, and they live mainly thanks to farming and tourism. Mentions of the city of Yazd appeared as early as the 3rd millennium before our era. During the invasion of Genghis Khan, artists, scientists, and poets were able to take refuge in the city from persecution. At present, the old city is a labyrinth of clay houses that retain coolness even in extreme heat. Yazd is very rich in historical monuments and is one of the cultural centers of the Zoroastrian community, which professes one of the oldest religions. The population of the city is about 505,000 people. It has developed production of ceramics and silk fabrics, and it is also famous for its confectionery and handicraft products. The Shushtar hydraulic system, which is more than 2,500 years old, is an ancient engineering structure that impresses with its scale and still functions. This system works by using the difference in elevation and the artificial diversion of part of the Karun River. Shushtar includes various tunnels, channels, dams, and water mills. To this day, this complex supplies water to agricultural lands and provides the city of Shushtar with drinking water. In 2009, the system was included in the UNESCO World Heritage List. The Majara complex is a modern construction. It is located on the seashore and consists of 200 colorful clay domes of various sizes. The domed shape of the buildings is not accidental, as it is traditional for the region and fits well with the local culture. For only $20 per day, you can stay in such rooms with quite decent conditions and views of the Persian Gulf. Majara has craft workshops, a place of religious worship, a library, cafes, dining kitchens, and a waste recycling center. The project budget amounted to about $4 million. Another gem of Iran is the 3rd largest city, Isfahan, with magnificent Persian Islamic architecture. The city center is Imam Square, which was built at the end of the 16th century and is considered one of the largest squares in the world, with dimensions of 560 by 165 meters. The square is surrounded by various mosques, Ali Qapu Palace, and other attractions. Residents of Iran often visit Isfahan for family recreation and walks through famous historical places. Archaeological findings in the southeast of Iran indicate that an incredibly developed civilization of Arata may have existed in the country, which existed parallel to or even earlier than the Sumerian one. In Iran, they are actively engaged in a large infrastructure project to transfer desalinated waters of the Persian and Oman Gulfs to the central part of the country, since the main large cities and industry are concentrated in this region. The water is intended not only for the needs of the population, but also for the largest steel production metallurgical plant in the entire Middle East in Isfahan province. In fact, metallurgists largely finance the construction of desalination plants and an 800-kilometer pipeline. This will reduce the load on the waters of the Zayandeh River. A major road project cost the Iranian authorities more than $1 billion, but this road makes travel between Tehran and the northern part of the country easier and shorter. The highway includes many bridges and tunnels. The project was implemented with the participation of the Iranian government and a consortium of 7 Iranian construction companies, as well as with the involvement of Chinese contractors. In addition to this project, from 700 to 1,000 kilometers of new roads are put into operation annually in the country. Approximately 54.5% of Iran's area is occupied by mountains formed from 4 arcs: northern, southwestern, eastern, and central. They have dozens of peaks, the height of most of which exceeds 3,500 meters. The longest system is the Zagros. The highest point of Iran and the entire Middle East is Mount Damavand, with a maximum height of 5,671 meters. Iran has high-altitude ski resorts, which are considered among the best in the Middle East.